Hello, welcome you watching The Burning Question with me, Shravan Sen. Our top focus is on what's really happening inside Pakistan. A major power breakdown hit Pakistan, leaving major cities without electricity due to a fault in the transmission lines. Nearly 220 million people were left without electricity. Airports, hospitals, businesses were all hit, which means more losses for the country facing an economic crisis. And viewers, this is not the first time. Early in October last year, Pakistan experienced a major power breakdown that deprived large swaths of the country, including provincial capitals Karachi and Lahore, of electricity for more than 12 hours. We're also getting you a ground report from what's really happening inside Gilgit-Baltistan, where there's been a major uprising. Now, that was also because of the taxation policies brought in by the Pakistani government. But it turns out that there too, there is a massive uprising because of the current situation, the electricity crisis that the people of Gilgit-Baltistan are also facing. Take a look at this report, and then we are also getting in some more breaking news.
Pakistan is grappling with one of the country's worst economic crises in recent years amid dwindling foreign exchange reserves. First, it was food crisis. Now it's massive power outage. Pakistan faced a major power breakdown due to a frequency variation in the national grid. This left millions, including capital Islamabad and financial hub Karachi, without electricity.
Pakistani authorities have claimed that the power has been restored to most of the areas, but I can rubbish their claim as well, because I am here in the heart of Islamabad, the capital, and even in the capital, in 70% of the capital city, the power is not restored. Even the people who have been, the backed up by, the generator and other things as well, even the backup has failed now.
In Peshawar, a city of over 2.3 million people, some people were reportedly unable to get drinking water as the pumps were powered by electricity. It is not the first time that the country has faced such a crisis. Last year in October, Pakistan witnessed a 12-hour power outage. The sorry state of the country's power sector is emblematic of its ailing economy. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
Getting in some more breaking news on the story that we've been tracking very closely. What's really happening not just in Pakistan, but also in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, where in Gilgit-Baltistan also facing long power cuts due to negligible electricity generation. On your screens right now, these are the latest images that have been accessed by Republic TV of the powerhouses in Gilgit-Baltistan, which has been completely frozen, resulting in a situation where there is absolutely no electricity. In fact, sources now indicating that power cuts as long as 22.5 hours continue in parts of Gilgit-Baltistan and several other areas in Pakistan. In fact, we are also picking up that there have been major protests because of inflated power bills, withdrawal of the government subsidy at the time when they need cheap power availability. And what is essentially happening is that the Pakistani government is basically exploiting the natural resources in Gilgit-Baltistan, resulting in the locals up in arms against the Pakistani army. The agitation over the issue of erratic power supply, inflated power bills, withdrawal of power subsidy continued in Skardu. In fact, the protests are also continuing in Skardu. As we continue with this breaking news, we're also bringing our guests right now. Let's stay with these images, but let me introduce our guest joining us right now. Gopal Krishna Agarwal, national spokesperson of the BJP. Colonel Shailendra Singh is the defense expert. Hamid Khan is going to join us from Islamabad. Mohsin Raza Khan is also joining us from Islamabad. And we also have Hina Chaudhary, journalist, joining us from Pakistan. Opening up the debate tonight are Hamid Khan and Colonel Shailendra Singh. Hamid Khan, every time you raise questions about what's happening in another country, but the fact of the matter here is that, Hamid Khan, for you to take a look. In fact, Hina Chaudhary, let me open up this question to Hina Chaudhary. Hina Chaudhary, we're going to put out these images for you to see, because we've had journalists joining us from Pakistan who have essentially pointed out the fact that on the one hand, where there have been reports suggesting that the power has been restored in some parts, journalists in Pakistan have now confirmed that absolutely incorrect. In fact, it seems that the availability is down to just about a couple of hours. That's this current situation, Hina Chaudhary.
Yeah, your voice was a bit slow, but I was unable to listen properly. But merely you were talking about the electricity crisis right now. Okay, I'll start my thing by saying it. Pakistan has been passing through a revolutionary process, we all know. And the things you have quoted in, you have showing on your channel and the start of the program, that opening, that mere agenda every time to degrade Pakistan, to highlight problems of Pakistan, and initially, I must say, to highlight internal issues which are only your narratives, not real. They are merely fake encounters, fake narratives,
How
and
is
fake
this, Hina
statements.
Chaudhary?
Majority are.
How do you like to
But
be
we're
away
talking
from
about the
Hina?
situation
Hina,
right
as
now.
I understand, you're a journalist. Hina, you're a journalist. Hina, you're a journalist, and you'll appreciate the fact. You'll appreciate the fact at the start of this particular edition of the Burning Question, I did actually put out images from Gilgit-Baltistan. You saw what was actually happening, frozen transmissions. And the fact of the matter is that when we speak to people there, when we speak to people in Gilgit-Baltistan, they say that the situation is unbearable. Now, Hina, for heaven's sake, please understand, you're talking about a situation where in your hospitals, electricity is not there. Children are now falling sick. How long will you continue lying
Let
there?
me speak. I may properly explain the situation of Pakistan better than you, because you are sitting in India, not in Pakistan. So I'll properly engage that statement. Okay, you have quoted your things. We can't trust India. What you have shown is all based on Indian narratives. That is not a real situation of Pakistan. If we trust your videos and pictures, what about those videos which were circulating, which were based on 2017 tax reforms protest of Gilgit-Baltistan, and you have quoted it like it was a recent situation in Pakistan about 2023? That is your fake encounters and fake narratives which you
No, are you
always
denying the
portray.
fact?
But talking about
No,
the
are you
initial
denying the
situation of
fact that there is?
Pakistan,
No, are you denying? Hina, come on. No, Hina, come on. The reason why I need to interrupt you, I hate to do so, but the fact of the matter, are you really trying to tell the world tonight that there is absolutely no protests that are going on starting from the 23rd of December in Gilgit-Baltistan in places like Skardu? Even, in fact, there are latest images which I want to put it out for you to see. And, come on, you can't keep bluffing the people by saying that there are no protests that are taking place.
That the situation and the pictures and the videos rotating on social media, and you have also on Twitter, you have
yes or
tagged
no?
different
Please answer the question.
scholars
Colonel
and
Chalendra also I'll bring in.
That was
Hina,
a picture of
it's for you to see.
2017, not 2020.
Why don't you see it? I'm putting it out. I'm putting out right now pictures. I'm putting out, Hina, I'm putting out pictures right now for you to see. It's from Gilgit-Baltistan. Forget about Gilgit-Baltistan. There are several other places in, if you want, I can put it out. So these are images right now that I'm showing you are from Gilgit-Baltistan. Are you denying that these are pictures from there?
I'm denying all the pictures and videos you people have been showing since long on your media channels and media platforms.
So everything is hunky-dory. You have electricity.
But I'm
so
talking,
you have 24 hours electricity, Hina.
I think so.
Okay.
I think
you
so.
have 24 hours electricity, right?
Talk about the genuine real
and you have no shortage of wheat. Okay, now Hina. Okay, fair enough. You want to deny okay. You want to keep denying. You want to keep denying the fact that you want to keep denying. Hina, you want to keep denying the pictures.
If you want to talk about the electricity situation right now in Pakistan, I'm okay to talk with it.
I've asked you this question. Are you trying to suggest that you are not facing any power cuts?
What? I can't hear you.
I said, are you trying to suggest that everything is hunky-dory right now in Pakistan? You're not facing any power cuts. You're not facing any food shortage.
We are not facing
forex
any
reserves
food
are perfectly fine.
We are facing a technical problem in our national grid because of that. Since 7:30 a.m. in the morning,
the technical problem?
The electricity has been shut down in many cities of Pakistan, and the expected things coming from the expected statements coming from the different officials, we may recharge our electricity, we may gain our electricity back in few hours. This is a real situation in Pakistan. But what you are talking about, food shortage
Colonel Chalendra Singh,
and everything, that is only Indian narratives. I will totally deny those statements from
Okay,
those
it's an
times.
Indian
We protested
narrative. Now,
Gilgit-Baltistan,
you know,
that is-
unfortunately, Hina, unfortunately, Hina, I do my homework before I come for my show. And in fact, if you want to deny the fact that these are all factually incorrect, then I'm only going to quote your publications, your newspapers, whose banner headlines, if
I
you
also have some
actually read your own
Indian,
newspapers,
Indian forums
they
to
themselves
quote
are
here.
claiming
I
that the
also have
situation
Indian
is so
forums to quote here, but listen.
you know, Colonel Chailendra Singh, I'm just going to read out a few headlines from leading
Sure.
Pakistani dailies, and there is a clear mention of what's really happening when it comes to food shortage. Look at the forex reserves. All that put together, if Hina and others basically keep denying that Pakistan is going to be an economic doldrums, which they are already in, I don't see why Colonel Chailendra Singh, there can't be an attempt made by the Pakistani administration or the Pakistani government to make a course correction, rather than always saying that this is propaganda. For heaven's sake, if you don't want to believe what we are saying, believe your own national dailies who are constantly reporting the fact that you have to go with begging bowls to Russia. You are going to Russia right now asking for the wheat, for your wheat imports to increase. By March, Russia says that, okay, don't worry, we're going to send you more wheat because you can't feed your own people.
I'm not trying to fulfill your wish list.
Colonel Chailendra Singh wants to come in. Colonel Chailendra Singh, why don't you make a point?
Can I make an attempt? I
Colonel
just
Chailendra
want to
Singh.
request, as a good host Indian country, I would request Hina Chaudhary to be our very, very respectable guest, and she must know how to conduct herself on a national television. Hina, brave of you, very brave of you, that yes, there is no shortage. There is no shortage of electricity. There is no shortage of food supplies. There is no shortage of foreign reserves. There is no shortage of anything. Absolutely. Dekho beta, that is bad. That is bad manners. I just now said that be a good guest. We are discussing, and I'm admiring you. I'm encouraging you. You have a right. You can keep telling lies is not the problem. Yes, problem is you are not respecting your own prime minister, who is actually being wise enough to accept that yes, there is a problem and let us face it. Simple. There is a point. If there is a shortage of electricity, there is outage of electricity because of which there is 1 hour, 2 hours, 10 hours, 20 hours of darkness. No problems. It is very minor issue. There is just no problem, because you should. I admire. You should be coming out of the darkness of the terrorism. You should be coming out of the darkness of your foreign loans which you have taken. You should come out with the darkness of what the people are getting, 100, 150 rupees kg wheat, which is also not available. You see, India can help you. There's no point. You took help where? You took help with COVID. We gave you those injections. Are we trying to blackmail you on that? No, because you are that neighbor which I can't get rid of. Yes, that is the problem. So please work well with us, that yes, let us find out solutions to your problems. There could be some suggestions. There could be some solutions. Why not be open to it? Why not be open to it? But when you say there is just no problem, everything is hunky-dory, absolute, you are on a galloping ride on economy, on every damn thing.
No, that's
not the way.
You can't, Colonel Chailendra Singh, you can't blame Hina. You can't blame him here.
Oh, I'm not blaming.
I'm sorry to interrupt all of you right now. We're just getting in some more breaking news. Hina and Colonel Chailendra Singh, we're just getting in some more breaking news right now. There's a program which is underway right now in Mumbai, unveiling of the portrait of Balasaheb Thackeray. Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath still.
आणि म्हणून आज आपण या ठिकाणी सगळे उपस्थित आहोत. खरं म्हणजे बाळासाहेब नेहमी सांगायचे, तुमच्याकडे जर आत्मविश्वास असेल, तर जगाच्या पाठीवर कोणती शक्ती तुम्हाला रोखू शकणार नाही. आपण सगळे त्याचा अनुभव घेतोय आता. मगाशी म्हटल्याप्रमाणे धाडस आणि आत्मविश्वास या दोन्ही आवश्यक गोष्टी आहेत, त्या आम्हाला बाळासाहेबांनीच दिल्या आहेत आणि त्यांच्या विचारांना घेऊन आम्ही पुढे चाललोय. ते त्याचमुळे अन्यायाच्या विरुद्ध लढण्याची ताकद आणि शिकवण बाळासाहेबांनी दिली.
Balasaheb Thackeray has given us had given us the strength to fight against injustice.
त्यांची शिकवण मनामध्ये आम्ही साठवून ठेवलेली आहे
Sundown is on air.
आणि त्यांचे विचार घेऊनच आपण पुढे जातोय. मला आठवतं
In
एकदा
our minds right now, and we are moving forward with his
सूर्याचा
teaching.
भक्त आहे. सूर्य जेव्हा उगवतो तेव्हा आकाशामध्ये भगवा रंग निर्माण होतो आणि हा माझ्या हिंदुत्वाचा भगवा रंग
Balasaheb
आहे.
Thackeray always said that I am a
मला
devotee
सगळीकडे पसरलेला पाहायचा
of Surya.
हे बाळासाहेबांचं वक्तव्य होतं. हे बाळासाहेबांचे
When the
विचार.
sun sets, there is a orange reflection across the sky,
आज तोच
which is
विचार घेऊन आपण बाळासाहेबांची
which is
शिवसेना.
emblematic of Hindutvavadi.
मगाशी अजितदादा म्हणाले ते खरं आहे की एकदा तर काही मुस्लिम बांधव मातोश्रीत आले होते आणि त्यांची नमाजाची वेळ झाली. बाळासाहेबांनी त्यांना नमाज पढायला जागा दिली.
Once some Muslim
पण
brothers had come to meet Balasaheb Thackeray in Matoshri,
देशात राहून
and during
या
their namaz,
हिंदुस्थानात राहून
he gave them space
पाकिस्तानचे गोडवे जे गात
to hold
होते
their prayer.
त्यांच्याबद्दल काय मत होतं ते मला सांगण्याची आवश्यकता नाही.
And we all remember the kind of views that Balasaheb Thackeray had about the people who praised Pakistan while living in India.
आणि म्हणून आज बाळासाहेबांची शिकवण, त्यांचा वारसा, त्यांचे विचार, त्यांचा जो मूलमंत्र 80% समाजकारण 20% राजकारण, तो आपण पुढे घेऊन जातोय.
We're taking forward Balasaheb's legacy and his principles and teaching.
कधी त्यांनी जातीपातीचा विचार केला नाही, धर्माचा विचार केला नाही. कोणाकडे किती मतं आहेत, कोणाचा समाज किती आहे, त्याला कशी मतं मिळतील, तो निवडून कसा
He never thought about, he never considered the caste politics or the caste dynamics. He always
काम बघून
promoted people based on their work.
देण्याचं काम केलं. नाही तर अनेक लोक आहेत त्या समाजाचे मतदार त्या 3 लाखामध्ये 2-5 हजार पण नाहीत, परंतु अशा लोकांना देखील बाळासाहेबांच्या विचाराने या विधानसभेत लोकसभेपर्यंत पाठवण्याचं काम केलं. आणि म्हणून
Balasaheb Thackeray has always promoted and ensured that even those who are unrepresented are sent to the assembly.
देशभक्ती भरली होती.
Balasaheb Thackeray was a nationalist.
मगाशी कोणीतरी
He never kept vote bank politics in mind.
स्थापन झाले असते, परंतु सत्तेसाठी कधी त्यांनी तडजोड केली नाही. मुख्यमंत्री पदासाठी कधी त्यांनी तडजोड केली नाही. आपल्या विचारांशी कधी तडजोड केली नाही. हे देखील त्यांच्याकडून आम्ही शिकलेलो आहे. ही देखील शिकवण
One should never compromise with principles for
आदर्श
power.
डोळ्यासमोर ठेवून आम्ही काम करतो आहे.
We keep him as an example. We keep him as an idol and work.
नेहमी म्हणायचे ते रिमोट कंट्रोल होते, पण ते रिमोट कंट्रोल सर्वसामान्य लोकांच्या हिताला, त्यांना न्याय देण्यासाठी चालवायचे. स्वतःला काही पाहिजे म्हणून कधी त्यांनी रिमोट कंट्रोल चालवलं नाही.
He never pulled the
कधीच चालवलं.
cords of power because he wanted something, because of a selfish motive.
आणि म्हणून त्यांनी संयुक्त महाराष्ट्राची चळवळ असू द्या, मराठी अस्मितेचं रक्षण असू द्या, यासाठी बाळासाहेबांनी शिवसैनिकांची अभेद्य अशी फळी निर्माण केली. आणि त्या फळीतूनच अनेक लोक विधानमंडळात आले, विधानसभेत आले, लोकसभेत आले, कोणी महापौर झाला, कोणी नगरसेवक झाला. राणेसाहेब इकडे आहेत. राणेसाहेबांनी स्वतः सांगितलं, वयाच्या 15व्या वर्षापासून त्यांनी शिवसेनेमध्ये झोकून दिलं. वेडे झाले सगळे बाळासाहेबांच्या विचाराने.
Non-stop anti-army positions by the Vadra Congress. There's shock as the Vadra Congress mirrors a Pakistan line. Does Vadra Congress believe in the Pakistan line on the surgical strikes? Debating tonight at 9 p.m.
QS and THE, the world's foremost university rankings organizations, have ranked Amity amongst the top 3% universities globally, making it among the very few Indian universities to be included in both rankings. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
आग को फैलने से रोकना मुश्किल है पर नामुमकिन नहीं। अब फायरवॉल टेक्नोलॉजी के साथ सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम आग से बचाए।
भारत के प्रधानमंत्री जी की ये पहल कि अंडमान निकोबार द्वीप समूह के 21 बड़े द्वीपों को हमारे परमवीर चक्र विजेताओं के नाम के साथ जोड़कर उनकी स्मृति को जब तक ये पृथ्वी रहेगी तब तक चिरंजीव करने का ये प्रयास मैं मानता हूं तीनों सेनाओं के लिए बहुत बड़ा उत्साहवर्धन करने वाला है। आज पराक्रम दिन है, नेताजी की 123वीं जयंती है। इस कार्यक्रम के साथ साथ जहां पर नेताजी रहे थे वो सुभाष द्वीप पर आज उनका स्मारक बनाने का भी निर्णय किया गया है। ये दोनों कार्यक्रम, ये दोनों निर्णय देश के प्रधानमंत्री के निर्णय अंडमान निकोबार को फिर से एक बार अंडमान निकोबार द्वीप समूह को स्वतंत्रता की स्मृतियों के साथ समग्र देश के साथ जोड़ने वाले निर्णय है और मैं इसका बहुत बहुत मन से स्वागत करता हूं।
News in brief, in what seems to be a big boost, in what has come as a big boost for the Indian Navy, a 5th Kalvari class submarine of the Indian Navy has been commissioned. It has been indigenously built. INS Vagar can be deployed both closer to the shore as well as mid-ocean. Prime Minister Modi virtually inaugurated a model of a proposed memorial dedicated to Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose in Andaman and Nicobar Islands to commemorate the freedom fighters' 126th birth anniversary.
Non-stop anti-army positions by the Vadra Congress. There's shock as the Vadra Congress mirrors a Pakistan line. Does Vadra Congress believe in the Pakistan line on the surgical strikes? Debating tonight at 9 p.m.
Sidramaya sir, Savarkar drew is it also an indirect dig at Hindutva also drew inspiration from we have to go, we are now late. No sir, we are asking a direct question to the former Chief Minister. Randeep sir, 1 second sir.